You are out of control. I don't mean that in the you're out of control way. I mean that you're simply not in control of your life. I was on a flight back from Seattle to Detroit and sat next to a really nice young couple that were just back from a cruise and ready to start an IVF process, which they told me all about. So we were talking kids and how to get ready, and spoiler alert, you can't. Um, and after a bit of turbulence, the man said, I don't like flying, clearly nervous. And I was like, hey man, we gave it up to God as soon as we walked on this plane. After more talking about his knee surgeries and other life events, something was trying to surface that I couldn't quite catch. After his wife said he didn't even like being in a car when he's not driving, then it clicked. You, my friend, are suffering from the illusion of control. And I have good news because I suffered from the same thing, and it's easy to solve. Do you have a job? Yeah, he said. You could lose it tomorrow. Do you have a car? Yeah, he said. You could be in a life-changing car crash tomorrow. Think of all the things that are secure and solid and concrete in your life. And unless the only thing you're thinking of is this, I said, literally waving a Bible at him, it's not secure. You only pretend it is. We cannot possibly imagine all of the possibilities of things that might change your life completely without your consent. Because we are also very out of control, we have to recognize that someone else is in control. God's in control of everything you think you have dominion over. And the more you try to micromanage and control, the more God will show you just how out of control you really are. You have zero control over the things around you except your reactions to them. You choose to have positive or negative reactions to all the things around you. So recognize what is out of your control and then realize that God doesn't hate you. So whatever your situation is, always look for the good, because you will find it if you do. Guaranteed. My connecting flight is 30 minutes after our arrival, I told him, as the tension visibly rose in him, and our flight is about 15 minutes late. We are in the back of the plane, and by all my experience, I'm not going to make that flight. So let's look at my options. I can sit here and fret and worry, and when we're done taxiing, try to elbow my way to the front of the plane and get all the way to the front so that I could run to a gate that I don't even know where it is, and I don't even know where I'm going to be. And the airport is very large. I can do all those things and still not make it. Or I can just not worry about it because it was completely out of control, out of my control. There was literally nothing I could have done to change the outcome. And even if there was at this point, I have already missed that opportunity or already made decisions that led to this outcome. This means I'm confronted with the exact same reality, no matter what I do personally. So my choices are to worry or to not. I choose not. There is an infinite list of things that could turn an apparently bad situation into a good one. I'm sure you've had experience with that. It is beyond my or your human capacity to know them all. So give up worry. Do your part where you can. I mean, I'm not saying to sit on the couch and pray, expect the lottery. But realize that there are things that you can't control. Pray about those, look for the positives in any situation, and you will find them. At this point, the line of people disembarking got close to us, and his wife was on the aisle seat, and he was between us, and she said to stop pushing her. He was actively worrying for someone else who wasn't even worrying. He was second-hand worrying. I told him again, I'm fine. I choose not to worry. I request that you take your time. And he did. And when I got off the plane, the desk told me that my connecting flight had been delayed too, and that I had plenty of time to make it across the airport to the gate. I could have chosen to be mad about something new, that I would be home later than expected, or I could be happy that I was delayed only a small amount. I chose happy. I wound up having more time to talk with a very interesting person I sat next to on the flight back. So don't pretend you're in control. You're only going to be making your life harder.